Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're fine. I'm good. Now let's get to it. So it's a lady, very honorable young lady, came into my inbox and she said that a man that she used to date but who left her and married another has come back. He's all in her inbox asking that he's sorry after 2 decades and over that he's married, that he's sorry that he broke up with her and that he wants her back. Mind you, she is still single. After they broke up, over the years, she has not married. She's still single and she's doing well. And she was flabbergasted, to say the least, because like how, and she's asking me, what would make a married man do that? Like, she's really worried, not because the guy has come back, but because of the state in which he has come back. She said she thinks it's demeaning, it's insulting to her, and it's just pathetic. So he said, the man said he has realized now that he had made a mistake. After almost 2 decades in marriage, he now realized that he made a mistake, and he's going to make it up to her if she would reconsider him and then come back to him. After 2 decades that he's been married with grown children. Well, I wasn't surprised, because these days married people are brazen in their attempt at destroying their own lives. Like, people are just brazen. They're not considerate of anything else but their own selfish interest these days, and it's just pathetic, especially when they have children in the marriage. Like, it's just absurd. After 20 years, you realize now that you have made a mistake. Hello? He just wants to come and sleep with you, that's all. He's probably having problems in his marriage and needs a place to vent. And he thinks once you are not married, or you're not hooked up, or you're still single, and he has a contact with you, he can come and then just hook up and leave, and just distress and leave. He's not coming to, he won't do that, because let me tell you, if you were enough for him, he wouldn't have gone in and married another person. Don't make that mistake of thinking that you are a prize and that he has gone and he has seen the worth of your prize. He's been in the marriage for 20 years. For 20 good years. What would make a man decide, say, he made a mistake in his marriage and he's bent on leaving? This throws my mind to, there's a passage in the Bible, I think Luke chapter 14. I think Jesus was talking when he said, if you're going to build a house and then you don't count the costs, you build to a certain point and then you don't have money to continue, you don't have the resources to continue, what happens is that you become a laughing stock. All right, so this particular man, he is in that position. He didn't count the costs. Before you build a house, there are some things that must go into the house, and you must consider and factor all those things before you even start. Do you have what it takes? So it's like marriage is like that. There are so many things you have to consider before you jump into it. Do you have all it takes? Do you have the pillars? Do you have the adhesives? Do you have the tiles? Do you have all those things? Or you just saw the picture in your mind and you decided, let's move into the house. I can build it. What you didn't have what it took to build that house. Marriage is not a joke, because for 20 years, dear, you have built something. What are you talking about? You have built something. You have children you have probably invested in. Why do you want to shake your responsibility at this point? Your wife, your children who have built their hopes around your availability. Why would you want to, at this point, tell her that you cannot continue the building? So what should we do? People just laugh at you because you didn't count the cost. A person like that is absolutely indecisive. A person like that is absolutely irresponsible. Whatever it is that is going on in your marriage, for which reason you think you want it to end or you want to be with another person, after 20 years, you should have known each other better. You should have known each other in and out. And you should know how to work the remainder of the building up before people begin to laugh at you. Yes. As for you that he has come back to me, dear, you should see that as an absolute insult. He sees you as plan B. Singlehood is not a crime, and don't let anybody despise your singlehood. He's not the price. Someone who's off the market, they're not the price. Grow up, deal with your issues, deal with your differences at home, work at your marriage. That's what you're supposed to do. Work at it. After 20 years, dear, after 2 decades, dear. Oh, you do answer. So this is shameful and it's terrible. You see, most men want people who would just fester their egos. Things they can actually work on. They don't think it's important to work on. They don't work on, but they go for someone who fosters the excesses. So he's literally bringing his excesses to you, knowing that because you've had something doing, you'll be still be fascinated by that, and that is absolutely an insult. Probably things aren't going on well in his life, but that's not for you to fix. He has to fix it himself. He's building his own house. He should finish it, and don't go and stand in the line of don't even try to don't try to comfort him. It's not your duty to do that. Direct him back to his home. Let him begin to work on it, because the moment you begin to comfort him, he will think that you are leading him on, and that is what you don't want. Because first of all, that he has even come back to you crying is an insult. You're not second fiddle. Marriage is not easy. It's not a joke. It's not for people who aren't ready to hustle to the end. Otherwise, why do you even start it? I think people don't really know all the work that goes into marriage. You don't understand. Their marriage is not even about you. It's about the person you are marrying, and then if you're lucky to have children, the children that you are brought into so it's about the person that you are marrying, how you help them excel, how you help them grow, how you help them become from caterpillar then to butterflies. That's what a married person does to their spouse. Once you enter into marriage, you make sure that these things work. You don't just run away from just the slightest way. You go to your ex and ask them to stand in the way for you. It's not done. Whatever it is, he has to work on it at home. And that's all I can say. If you think I've not said anything sensible, you can leave your comment in the comment section. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you make the right decision for your life, madam. And respect your own self, respect your own space, and move on with the dignity that you're moving on. If you didn't see you worth it, then I don't see why you should run to you now, because things aren't going on well in his life. You should work on his family and give you enough respect to move on.